You know.
The people of the Appalachian Mountains have been living and talking the same way since the beginning of the first settlement there. King James I of English reign wanted to try to control the Irish people by placing a Protestant population in Ireland. In order to do this, he seized the lands of Ulster and gave them to the Scottish and English lords if they settled on the territory with tenants coming from Scotland and England. People referred to this as the Great Settlement or the King's Plantation. In Ulster, the Scots continued to multiply. However, after about 100 years went by, they started to become dissatisfied with trade and religious restrictions placed on them by England. The way that the Appalachian people talk is very archaic or outdated. Their language is a mixture of Scottish and Elizabethan English with the occasional Anglo-Saxon. I gathered all this information from an article called The Dialect of the Appalachian People. The way that the people are living in the Appalachian mountains talk is often referred to as mountain talk. My grandparents grew up in rural Tennessee, and they, along with other people around them, grew up hearing the people talk this way. Many of the words and phrases that were used by my grandparents and everyone around them are no longer used in rural English conversations. A few of these words and phrases would be witty cold, meaning really cold, fair to middling, meaning someone is doing okay, stay a spell, and a right smart while, both meaning someone was staying somewhere for a few hours or a few days, and knocked out cool as a cucumber means that someone is knocked unconscious. These phrases are rarely used in conversation between people coming from an urban background, yet they're used often in a conversation between people living in the Appalachian Mountains. The people using mountain talk is often have more of a country accent. For example, you might hear someone say isolated instead of isolated.
And the cornerstone or the foundation of that is really all tied up in language. I think that's really it.
Okay, if you can copy, I live in the western part of North Carolina, a little place called Robbinsville, NC, and I'm not far from the Cherokee Indian Reservation. You might know where that's at. And the next little town close to me is Murphy and Bryson City and Andrews, North Carolina. Roger?
Well, I think we talk a lot like the people that came over from England and Scotland and Ireland, and we were so isolated for so many years. That's how we kept it, I think.
This video shows the way that mountain talk sounds, and hopefully you hear the difference between the mountain talk being used and the way urban English sounds. The grammar that the people of Appalachia use is not words that we use in the present tense. For example, someone from the Appalachian Mountains might say, Paul's eaten up with cancer, when the correct way to say it would be, Paul's eaten up with cancer. Someone who is used to hearing the urban standard English might have trouble understanding someone using mountain talk because of the different styles in daily conversation. Many words that the people of Appalachia use, the people in more urban settings don't use. Some examples of these are side-goggling, meaning something is crooked, peckerwood, meaning that someone is annoying or that they won't leave you alone, and gom, which would be used in a sentence like, that room is all gommed up. This means that something is in a mess. All these examples were used in a YouTube video called NC Mountain Talk. The people of Appalachia have had the same way of speaking since the beginning of the first settlement because they are so isolated from the rest of society. Thank you.